this session, I don't know. It's up to you guys.
We don't have anybody home for that right now. That's the private things.
Yeah, I think it's better if they sit there, just to avoid.
Yeah. So this is go back to that.
No, she doesn't need that.
Oh, no? Okay. I will
She
keep
knows
those
this
little needed.
scenario.
Okay.
I gave her this scenario earlier,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Sounds good.
I'll just change it from here.
Okay. Oh, that's why you have all that capacity.
Yeah, I'm just gonna change the rhythm from here. That's why I was like, when it's difficult airway, how are you gonna do it tabletop?
Huh.
You can talk through it, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be.
It won't be the same.
This is where they do cardioversion?
Yeah.
Is that the machine they use?
That's the machine. Tonsillectomy.
Oh, tonsil, okay, cool. Hey there.
Okay.
Morning.
They come here at 7:06.
Yeah, they don't show up until.
No worries.
So when they do the line, it's like 7:10. But like as soon as like groups are here, we just kind of started.
Hi
Morning,
there.
Ivan.
You still have to do it up, right?
Yes, that's and then hopefully our airway will be in with the simulations. It's I'm just trying to plug in my other stuff.
Are you like the job so far?
Process.
Well, that's you guys need to clarify that with your bosses for the rate.
We've been asking about it, but you know, she just gets so hello.
Yeah, I think you need to clarify. I know you're not the
Good morning. Morning, Dr.
Good morning, Dr. Daku. We're
Thank
we're
you.
doing it
You
here.
just have it against the wall.
Oh, doing it here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
But there's gonna, the first
They're
day
gonna
starts at 8 o'clock.
yeah, we have to get it done
We'll
by
be done by
7:40.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Right.
That's why you're the experienced one. You can run it.
Good morning. So some of them things like were being said.
No. No. You can do some of that.
That's why yes, it's always like.
You guys gonna be in the
She's
simulation?
Elaine will be.
All right,
Elaine, let's sign in.
Come sign in. All right, all you have to do is, put your NUID and then how you log into
And just
it.
sign into Michael. James. Miguel. Miguel. We'll be done by 7:35, 40. Wrap it up by then. So, yeah, she already ran the machine. Yeah, we just test it out. So, we'll be done. I'll be right back. So, Maria, do the stand on for us. Thank you. And then after this, you can assign it.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Ronnie. Sure. You want to sign it on the computer? We're going to do 2 signings today. Oh, yeah. Michael, don't be too nice.
It's just how you log into your computer. So, for
Yeah, so, Tyson is the overflow.
Good morning. How are you?
So, majority of participants.
Good morning.
So where you want this?
Oh, that I have no idea. I know they wanted for this practice thing. I don't know if it's over here.
Good morning. Maybe leave the microphone to the room.
Except the
I'm a wallflower.
Linda,
I was seeing how low it go in case I need to stand and do the pump and chest, but it goes pretty low. Okay? This is how I find it.
This is how you log into here.
What's that?
Make sure it goes down.
Really?
so you gotta stay here.
Won't do this one.
So you're my reporter.
Okay.
This is, where can you ID, how you log into your computer? Where you log in.
Yes, I do.
Good. Thank you so much.
Hi, Dr.
Oh, hello. Are we ready to say some lives here?
Yes, always, right?
Oh, hello, Dr. Ramsey. Hello. When we call for anesthesia,
So
so
1, 2, 3 are here. I have my circulator is in the bed. My circulator is in the bed. Good morning. You don't see. So after we're done, we want to do the announcements here and they can still hear it there.
If you're here, you think it's.
See, hear you. Okay, then you'll stay here because Marcella's gonna be.
Yeah, so all you have to do is just point to that camera and they should be able to see.
Listen.
They can only listen.
On I call for help.
Diva, do you want to sign in?
Anesthesia, help. Anesthesia.
Just volunteer.
Did you sign in?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, sign in. Oh, I just realized. Okay. Julia, sign in. Sign in.
Yep.
Sign in. Show my name.
We're gonna stop doing, I guess she wants to track it down.
Yeah, let me get the record.
Sorry. This is how you log into the computer.
silence, the computer with the NUID. Yes, silence shows two steps.
So when
Circulator. You're my
Just sign in. I think you log into your computer. So we're trying to limit the number of coming in here. So, and that's going to be live streamed in the other room.
Sheila, you get the computer?
Yeah, I have a camera here, and then they will be in the conference room. Actually, this is good because only the simulation team will be here. Not a lot of distractions. It's hard to do. How are you doing? I'm gonna go to the conference room. Right? How are the cases? Are they coming down?
I know. That's very realistic.
It's just enterprise. So you see them when they say together.
Okay, so we gotta have to get this organized because we have ECTs to start at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So we have to be out on time.
I can take this to the conference room and you guys can sign in there.
After.
Yeah, let me take this. So who is going to the overflow?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, and all they have to do is just log into the
Don't worry, it's fresh from before.
That's right, we get a picture.
I think there's a procedure on each.
Yes, please.
Everybody has to go to the other side so they can watch.
Everybody's just gonna stay here now? And then I think I just How crowded is it? People go over there. And you can sign in there too. One, in the conference room. Two. Bye. Good morning, guys. We're gonna start our simulation today.
Okay, so these people will be given. Okay, all right.
Wherever they want us.
So whoever is participating in the simulation, you guys can be in the room. I'm just gonna talk briefly.
I'm the smart person. Go for it. I'm just coming in so I can see. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up?
I'm the smart. Oh, you got the history?
Do I have history?
We'll give you that information.
Okay.
We'll read that information for you. So good morning, everyone. My name is Michael. I am from the Clinical Education and Simulation team. We're doing our critical event team training today. Before we get started, we usually talk about team dynamic, as critical event requires that portion of the skill set to manage critical events. So in team dynamics, there are 4 domains to the concept. So anybody remember those? Come on, guys. So closed loop communication is part of communication. So communication is one of them.
Callback?
That's still part of communication. I'm talking about the big domains.
Situational awareness.
Situational awareness. So just making sure that you know what's going on around you. So communication, situational awareness. What else? Who's running the show? Anastasia. So leadership. So you have communication, situational awareness, leadership, and the last one is you guys, yes, mutual support. So I have your back, you got my back. So really, we want you to practice those when we're doing this. So when we talk about leadership, you have a clear leader to run the show, and that leader is coordinating what needs to happen to this patient. When we talk about mutual support, is really to give support to your teammates. So if they are doing CPR and they're on their tippy toes, what do? Yep, you give them a stool or you lower the bed for them. So when we talk about situational awareness, it's just being aware of what's going on around you. So if everybody is tasked to manage the patient and working on the patient, and you suddenly see a rhythm change or a saturation going down, what would you do? You call out. You say, hey, I think the saturation is going down. That will give the leader or whoever is tunnel vision at that moment to veer and then see what needs to be happening to this patient. So situation and under communication, we talk about a couple things. One is closed loop communication. So when Dr. Daku gives order, whoever is accepting that order, make sure you acknowledge yourself. Hey, so if she asks for a code card, you would say, I'll go get the code card. And you go get the code card. When the code card is in the room, you have to tell them that the code card is in the room. Some equipments are there so visual you can identify them, but certain things that you get order from the leader, make sure you close that loop back. The other thing is, you guys are OR team, so if a critical event happened and you call for help, PACU team comes in, right? So when they come in, you need to give them report. So the way we would like to see that report go out is through the form of SBAR or RSBAR. So as soon as a PACU nurse come in, you give them your request. So the patient needs some defibrillation or CPR, you tell them, I need someone to help me with the CPR, or I want you to go get the code card for me. So, and then you go into the situation, the background, the assessment, and then you'll ask again, this is my request. So that will give them a clear understanding of exactly what you need in that moment. So we want you to practice those tools when we are running simulation. We don't pretend, we actually do them. Okay, so if you have to defibrillate the mannequin, there's a connection. We want you to connect to your defibrillator and actually go through the motion of shocking it and whatever instruction you're getting from your physician. Does that make sense? And this mannequin, it has a pulse you can feel. So whoever is participating in the simulation, I want you guys to feel the pulse before we get started. And then I'm going to show you, it's already prepped, but let me show you the cable. Okay, so I've already put the pad on the mannequin. All you have to do is connect this piece into the defibrillator. And that should give you a rhythm as soon as you connect them, okay? As far as monitor, Dr. Daku and the rest of the team will be able to see the monitor there. And it gives you everything. So if you need something, you can just call it out and then we'll give. So for instance, if you need blood glucose, we'll just give it to you, okay? Any question? We're recording it so the rest of the team can see on the other side. And this would be an information that you guys can watch later on to just, see how things are running.
I had a question. What about using cognitive aids?
Cognitive aids.
Yeah, when we run a code, so they're gonna bring the code card right here. And what we would have on a normal situation, like a real life situation, we're gonna have here.
Like a Facebook
Yeah,
for
yeah.
CPR cards.
So it has those cards.
Yes, all the cards are on the class cards that we yeah.
All right, Emily will read the scenario for you guys, and at the end of the simulation, we'll debrief. We'll talk about what went well, and we talk about what we can do better. We'll start with what went well, just to veer off of beating up yourself. So if you're observing, make sure you make a mental note to discuss that part. So this is part where you can refine your process. Anything that doesn't make sense, this would be the time to see if a critical event happens and you would not be able to get something. This would be the time to correct that with your leadership. So just pay attention and no chatter or side conversation. Make sure you pay attention to what's going on here. All right?
Okay, this is Tom Jones. He is 4 years old, healthy, 30 kilograms with no known allergies, drug allergies. He's having a tonsillectomy today under general anesthesia. Patient has no significant prior surgery or medical history. Patient was pre-medicated with 4 milligrams of midazolam PO. Vitals are 100/50. Heart rate of 110. Oxygen saturation is 100%. Temperature 37 degrees Celsius. The patient is in the OR table with the The scenario starts with a timeout. So we'll start with the timeout.
The other thing that we need, and that we get, Emily, what we also get at Tyson's, right? Each child comes with paid medication
Kangaban.
for their weight. So that should come with
Kanga paper.
The Kanga paper.
Right there with the colors.
yeah.
The color coded Kanga paper.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be in our cart?
at the desk.
It's not in
The
our
Kanga
cart.
paper.
No, so it's being printed down for each patient.
Yeah, but the Kanga paper tells you exactly which drawer you're going to go to.
How much
Yes, but that's
this
later. Now you're doing your induction and talking about your timeout.
But they have a Kanga band on when they come from pre-op, and you have that paper with you from the beginning.
We'll go over that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm Dr. Daka, I'm gonna be an anesthesiologist today. So we have, how can, these four, so he's 4 years old, so usually, sometimes they're able to tell us their names after that, right? So he's 4 years old, has no allergies. So we're gonna do a general anesthetic with an ET tubes, monitor that's connected. They are working. No antibiotics needed for this procedure, and I don't anticipate any.
Thank you, Dr. James. This is Tom Jones, 4 years old. We'll be doing a TNA routine. Hopefully, no minimal blood loss. No need for DVT prophylactic. Expect time around 45 minutes, hopefully. Minimal blood loss. Cool.
Okay, I'm Barbara, I'm circulating. It is as indicated on the chart, everything was signed by the parent. The HUP is updated, and there'll be no local on the field. And no need for SCDs, and the fire extinguisher is
Good morning, Elaine Branch is your scrub tech for the day. Consent has been verified. We have all instrumentation, no surgery issues. The parts were done by myself and Ms. Barb. We have no medication on the field, no sensitive irrigation. We will be using this orange basin as our safety sharpening tool zone, and I'm ready.
okay, good to go.
You may proceed.
Okay. Oh, so here I'm gonna give you all there. I don't know if it smells bad, smells like a stinky shoe. Here goes. Take deep breaths. Long breath.
Table height good?
Yeah, perfect. Right. Usually I would have an anesthesiologist helping, get an IV or when I help him get the IV, he's asleep. Fine. Very
Some
good.
good veins.
Alright, perfect. IV's in. Okay, give him the induction medicine right now. He's asleep. I'm gonna clean today. Oh, okay. I apologize. I really apologize.
What do you need?
Yeah.
Can you speak louder? We cannot hear
Okay,
you.
so I apologize in this version to realize that we have a child, so I prepare an adult.
Good airway.
Whatever I did to you. Can you give me like a 5? Two. I hate being monitoring, just so you know.
My charger.
It's really very steep.
So if it's not going through, just you can just put it, stay put. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullseye.
Alright. The other side. Actually, it's a very good one. Alright.
Good to go.
All good to go.
Where do we put the two units, usually the lower. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Let me know when we can turn the table.
Oh.
I put the shoulder roll in.
Take this out.
Okay.
Good.
Good, that's good, pressure is good. Guys, carbon tire, alright.
Okay, track position.
We're gonna put shoulder roll when you're ready. I'll lift, you can put the shoulder roll on there. Off your count.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Shoulder roll.
There. Good.
Okay.
Okay to turn. Just angle a little so I can get to the head. That's good. Bed locked.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
Okay. Facing prep and drape, we're gonna start.
Okay.
We can start. Okay. Man, stand up. Patience, prep and drape ready.
Let me move this down.
Southbound.
Yeah.
There you go.
Give me a little more space.
Pump the bed up some.
Well, Barb, can you do the back for me,
Then you
please?
pump the
Cause
bed
Lift that up.
wait, hold on, man, stand,
Alright,
wait,
before
man,
you
stand.
start,
Stop.
Hold on.
before you start, just a second, okay?
You alright?
No, he's entitled is going. Let's see. So, I have a ventilator, Mexico. From the styrofoam sun, his entitled is rising. Let's take his temperature. What's the temperature?
101.
101. Okay. So we have higher tidal and temperature. The blood pressure starts to go down. So
You need some
I'm
help?
suspecting that
You want me to call
he
for
might
some help?
have malignant hypothermia.
Alright, we can stop and watch procedure.
We're aborting right now. And I'm sending them no gases. Okay. Increasing my oxygen.
Doc, I'm moving
Should
the
I
table
call for
back.
some
Just
help?
back up
Yeah,
and
and
stay
that's
sterile.
why we need to call for the MH card. Okay.
What can I do?
We need to call for help.
Get to the
She's
phone.
gonna call for help.
Okay. We need the MH
All right,
card.
do you want me to call overhead or to the,
I need.
call
yes.
overhead code?
Yes.
You really want me to do it?
Want the code?
Okay, just no.
No?
Okay.
You can just verbalize.
Okay, code blue. Darcy,
Okay.
You can push the button.
Darcy, we need help in here, we need the MH card.
We're opening the fluid. Okay. Oh, hi, Felicia.
Hi.
Let's say hi, Felicia. So, the tidal is 70, the temperature is rising to 101, I think.
Should we just start the machine and we connect with that?
Yeah, we started into
So I turn the gases off, right? I have the flows off. So do we have the MH card?
Can we have
Sharon,
somebody get
MH
ice?
card? Are you charging?
Yep.
But
MH card is
MH
here.
card is here.
We need cold packs and we need cold fluids. Okay?
Can you get us some ice?
Ice, bag of ice.
So molecular hypothermia, could you take, we have a visual aid right there for the molecular hypothermia. So
Okay.
let's get the doctor in. Okay?
What's his weight?
So 30 kilograms.
Touch cards here.
And we do have the, Sharon, are you charting?
Yes.
Here it is, molecular hypothermia charting.
Thank you.
Let's get the doctor in.
This is it. Dr.
What's his
D'Angeline,
weight?
we're going to exit.
30 kilograms.
So Dantrolene.
He's 30 kilograms. Okay.
So
45 milligrams.
We should have a chart right here. That's 30 per kilogram. 30. So 30 kilograms.
This is the
So
green
for
one.
30
Here it is, the
kilograms,
D'Angeline's up here.
right?
The ice is
So
here.
those should be.
75 milligrams.
So
Ice is
please
here.
dilute it with 5 cc, then we're going to give
Barb, I'll take the
1.25
ice,
ml.
We're gonna put ice in his groin and under his arm.
Yes.
Ice.
Let's start with Dantrolene first. Of course,
Mixing.
So we're going to need a
How much
pediatric.
Dantrolene?
She said 75. I think
Did
you
we
want
get the ice?
75.
We have the ice in
Yes.
the groin and under the arms.
1.25 ml. Yes.
1.25 ml.
Yeah. We're gonna give by car 1.2 milliliters.
Should we call the MH hotline?
Yeah, the MH is on the line.
You're on the
Ice
line.
here,
Ice
contact
here, and
contact
here too.
for the, we have them?
Yes,
Alright.
cold packs under the arms and then the
Did I
groin.
get the cold fluids?
Yep, the ice is here, the cold
That-
fluid is here.
What are the cold fluids? So we can change those to cold fluids?
Cold fluids is hung. And we're putting.
I have the Dantrolene 75.
Alright,
One
how do
cold
we-
pack.
There temperature proven.
the temperature drop is here.
Great.
And we're monitoring the temperature.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the warming
Okay.
blankets turned off.
So that's what
Yes.
is in, what
75.
about
Dantrolene is given.
At 728.
Five cards, it's 30 kilograms, 1 milliliter per kilogram, so we need 30.
Do you want a line or anything? Like another IV?
I don't really like, but the second I
We're
do.
the
Okay,
patient.
let me start second
Can we call the MH?
MH hotline.
Yeah,
Yes.
Marcy is on the phone with them.
They're on the line. Patients being
All
treated
right.
now.
One MEQ per kilo.
So the antidote is
So
coming
30
down,
MEQ.
Temperature is 99.
Cold
temperature
saline.
is 99,
Cold saline is
so
hung.
30 left. We have the cold saline, did you
Tax.
place the cold?
Second IV is in.
Second
There's
IV.
your ice.
Cold packs are in.
We do the blood gas?
We haven't done a blood gas.
Sodium bicarb given at
Oh, by the way, his
729.
entire
I
series is
know,
coming
it's much
down.
better. So what we follow all the steps so far. The only thing we didn't do is, what are we gonna do with this child? We should transfer to the hospital, right? So we should
VHC.
call 911.
911.
If he's-
Can you run?
I'm calling Maria to get 911.
The transport?
Maria. Okay, got it. Calling 911. Okay, bye. Thank you. Maria is calling 911 now.
Do we notify the parents? He's 4 years old.
Yeah, so Dr. Surgeon right here.
Okay.
You can
As
talk to
soon
the
as everything's
family
in
and
control,
just
I'll
tell
talk to
them,
the
and
parents.
we'll talk to them as well.
Sounds like a
when we
plan.
come out. So entitled is going to be oh, hold on. This is not
That's
now
real.
a systole. Alright, we're not notifying anyone. Let's take we need to call a code group. Okay?
Right.
Take the down, that's just compression.
Okay, so
Yes, call code blue, please.
all right. I
Just
might need
compression, let's get epinephrine.
cold. Yeah, we need the cold board. Yeah. Do we have a board?
Cold blue, cold blue, cold blue. I called the cold blue.
We're gonna put the board on our pants.
Okay, alright, 1, 2, 3.
That is the dose sheet.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Continue.
How much happy do you want?
Let's look at the dosage. For 30 kilograms.
What color is he?
He's a color green.
He's green.
He's green. Band is green.
Oh, okay.
The drawers correlate the band.
There is
Do you want me to open this?
No. You can verbalize.
Okay, so
No, but he has
everybody
IVA
even?
and he has two.
Yeah.
With compressions, okay?
Okay, keep on go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep on going.
Are you okay? Do you need to?
That is a
change?
fine.
After a few rounds.
Okay.
So
Thank
2 minutes of chest compression. So we gave up epinephrine. Let's send the blood gas.
Blood gas?
Yes, there's some tubes over there.
So we have a PA arrest. Let's go to
Joanne, can you get the
the agent.
tubes for the blood gas?
He could be.
He's in we have return of severe, so we have entitled CO2 coming
Alright,
back.
so it's been 2 minutes.
You want to stop
Let's
analyze?
stop for a second. Let's check for a pulse. We have the plasma. He has a pulse. Are we connected?
You want to analyze?
Apparently
Well,
she
I don't
said
think we're connected. We don't have anything on that. And I have a sinus ring on our EKG right here.
She wants us to do it like normal.
Like here
He
now.
has a pulse, so we don't need chest compressions anymore.
Here, she's not connected.
All right, this is 911. What's going on?
So we have a 4-year-old, a healthy child, no allergies. We came for a routine TMA. Where he had malignant hyperthermia. We treated that with dantrolene. We gave 5 carb. His temperature coming down and then were coming down. And we thought we were, out of the woods, but then he had a PA arrest. We started chest compression. We gave 1 round of chest compression, and we did 1 dose of epinephrine.
Okay.
With return of the sinus rate, the pressure a little low, but feel better. And I think we transferred him to our children.
Okay. All right. We'll take him. All right, guys. Good job. Good job. So let's. I know we're up against time, but let's quickly debrief. Okay. So from the team, what went well?
Think
Well,
we
I think
communicated?
everybody kind of, participated, and they spoke and they said, did we call for the MH card? Do you need help? So I think it was good participation from the team. And everybody came together to be a part of it. I think it's a good exercise because still as a reminder, so in the binder, there is a chart with doses per weight. So you don't even have to start calculating how much you need for their weight. And this also shows us how important it is for us because we get the list of doses for each patient's program. So that's very helpful when it's not concentrated. So they'll have to think about it. Yeah.
Also, the MH card helped us to look at the steps, and we could keep
Yes.
verifying with her and follow the steps that
Yep.
we needed to take.
That's-
That's a big help.
Yep,
The MH card.
Definitely using the checklist, using the dosage. That's why we have it in the binder, and it's okay to cheat. So
It
make
helps
sure
to
you open up
focus.
and cheat.
Yeah.
All right, don't try to go off memory because this is a critical time.
I know, but how much?
All right.
And
What-
we have to remember the handband is going to mark what color it is. So you can look at the handband, that's green, so that has its weight in kilos
Yeah,
for
the
the drug.
paper goes with it, so that the anesthesia knows how much exactly to give it.
All right. For any reason, if you don't have the Kangaban, you can use the Braslo tape. Okay, it gives you some level of coding for how you can treat this patient.
They
Okay.
just measure the patient out.
So you just measure the patient out, and then it will tell you which way the arrow should go.
They
Alright.
have to add the weight.
But actually, so the arrow should start here, right?
Yep, it should start from
This
there.
is the child, so it's like blue, but he's not blue. He's green
As if it's
because
weight.
he's 30
I
kilos.
think yeah, because the weight is 30 kilos.
Correct. So you just have to.
Yeah.
But the other thing, so it's just like how does, and then in the when you are in the middle of a code and then you like start to think, I have to think, okay, this is 0.01 times, 30, is it 30, is it, so that's why it's extremely important, paper is paper is important, and if you are unsure, first let's look, especially for children, that is simple. Yeah.
So for all these weights we use same doses, does it?
No. See, each color corresponds to a different weight.
So this is 30, 32, 34, 36.
Yes.
So for all these weights we're supposed to use these?
Yes.
Correct.
Yep,
Okay.
and you already put it on your cart as well. 30 to 36 kilogram is green.
So we don't vary it, like do different doses for 30 and 36, we just follow this.
Correct.
Yes.
Unless your brain is sharp and you can.
And if you have the Kanga band, it gives you the charts that may not be on the Braslo.
But you know that our so every time you take a child back, the chart should have the list of medication, specific doses for that specific child's weight, right? So if it is 37 kilograms, it's gonna tell you right now.
Alright, what else went well? I think you guys remember the backboard. When the MH cart came in, you said the MH cart is in the area, so that gives them the chance to do the transferring right away. So what else? What else you want? You guys did a really good job.
I like the everyone closed the loop when someone was doing everyone identified who was getting what, who did everything. Right. I stood back here and watched, and I could observe and listen. So yeah, I was smiling because it was just going like clockwork. Yeah. Yeah,
it was a lot of communication. Like when you were trying to position the bed, there was a lot of talking and then making sure that the bed is locked. So those discussions really matter. What else? All right, opportunities. You got 3 minutes. Opportunities. What are the things you want to improve from this situation?
Actually, where the blood gas stuff is, because in talking with Dr. Owens, we're both like,
should be in the code.
They did bring it in.
It's all in the anesthesia rooms. I mean, in the other.
Yeah, well, we looked through it. We couldn't find it. That's my point.
But they did bring tubes in. And he said, here's the blood gas tubes.
I got some hopes. In each room.
But see, that's why I really don't know where it is, and that's why I'm asking. We went through the pictures.
So if you cannot find equipment, it's okay to ask. So part of going through it, if you don't know where things are, just say, I don't know where this is. Can someone tell me where it is?
And I think anesthesia technician has a critical role.
Okay.
Another thing, I don't know if anyone shouted out to bring ice and take
it's not in.
Yes, the ice came in a little bit late. Yeah. Because I think they were filling up in the bag.
Once it's in, we put it on.
So where are the cold fluids? I didn't see the cold fluid coming.
It did come.
It did come?
Yeah. It started with a cup, but then it was coming. And as it came, I put it on, and then I told us cold fluids aren't.
No, there is a 3,000 cc fluid that was supposed to come.
In the refrigerator.
I told that doctor to bring it.
So I just want to make sure that people know where it is. So do you guys know where that fluid is?
It's in the refrigerator with the pictures.
Okay.
Everyone, just pay attention just a second. So there are two things that need to be brought. The ice and the cold fluids are different from the ice, right? And the cold fluid is like the big bag that's in the refrigerator, okay? And that has to be like removed from the refrigerator.
So I brought it and it's right here.
And we pretended to hang it.
Okay.
Yes, the cold fluids are running.
And Jimmy put the cup before the bag came. I saw him. The bag went there.
Yeah, he was making sure that ice has been pulled out and was here.
Dr. Ramsey went to get the ice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did. She gave me a cup.
Any questions from
Any questions? Alright guys. Good job. And the patient lived, right?
Yeah.
That's a success.
I know.
Thank you guys.
I just speak to the lead nurse and doctor. If you cannot reach then you need to call OR charge nurse. If you cannot reach our charge nurse and phone a visit, then you have to call manager. So we can coordinate patient care and pack you when you come out. You cannot overpage and just come to pack you. Please, please, please. This is very important. It happened and we got in the problem that patient had to be taken back to the OR. So we cannot repeat that again, okay? Another one, please use proper steps for the avant-garde scrub, okay? Observations being made, we are not scrubbing properly. We have to have 3 pumps, right? 3 2 ml pumps, one in one hand, one another hand, and then the third one for the both hands. And it has to be dry before you gown and glove. So that's very important for the prevention of the infections. And the third one is please, please, please save empty boxes for the gloves. We have shortage of gloves, so we can divide 1 full box into 3 boxes and spread to the rooms, okay? So save empty boxes of the regular gloves, non-sterile gloves, okay? Thank you guys. Thank you for participation. Great simulation. Let's have a good day. Okay?
All right, thank you guys. All right. All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael. I'm from the Clinical Education and Simulation team. We're doing our critical event team training today. And thank you for all for coming. Before we get started, we have a quick pre-briefing, and then once the roles are assigned for the simulation, we'll read the scenario and then we'll start the session. We're waiting for Dr. Daku, but she already done the morning session, so she knows the pre-briefing part, okay? So in the pre-briefing, part of the critical event team training is to, there you go, Dr. Daku is coming there. So in team training, in critical event team training, the things we talk about is about team dynamic, right? And then we want you to know the 4 domains of team dynamic. What are they? We've been talking about it for years, so I'm expecting you guys remember them.
Communication.
Communication is one of them.
Leadership.
Leadership is the second one. Good job.
Yeah,
You guys are awake.
That's all I remember.
All right, so we have 3 and 4. What's the third one? What do you do for one another? Teamwork, mutual support. You help each other out. You help your colleagues. So I got your back, you got my back. And then the last one is not very intuitive, but being aware of what's going on around you. So we call it situational awareness. So just to give you an example of each. So when we talk about leadership, is really Dr. Daku would be your leader to coordinate what needs to happen to this patient. If a critical event were to happen to this patient, then all the coordination to manage that situation is run by Dr. Daku. Okay, so if you have two leaders, then you need to figure out, okay, who's giving order, who's not. So if it's not clear, we want you to say, hey, I don't know who's giving order. So when we talk about leadership, that's what we're talking about, making sure that one person giving order and make sure that the management of the patient is done from one person. When we talk about situational awareness, is really being aware of what's going on around you. So for instance, if everyone is working on the patient, so the team is working on the patient and they were not looking at the monitor and suddenly the saturation is going down and you happen to see that, what would you do? You call out and say, hey, saturation is going up. That's a simple situational awareness. So whatever you see, make sure you call it out, even if you don't understand. So if you don't understand the different rhythms in the heart rate, but you see some change, you hear the sound changing, say it, call it out so they know what's going on. In communication, we want to focus on 2 areas. One is closed loop communication. Majority, especially if you are a nurse, you guys are good at medication order. But we really want to see that happen in every order you get. So if Dr. Daku asks, hey, can you go get me the code card? Then that person should say, hey, I'm going to go get the code card. So they assign themselves. and then they'll go get the code card, and the code card is in that area. You have to say the code card here is here for use. So then Dr. Daku knows that task has been completed. Okay? If for whatever reason, if it's a critical situation, sometimes you forget people's name. That's okay. You can point on that person and say, hey, can you go get me the code card? And that should be okay. It's not being rude. We're trying, what's the goal? The goal is really to focus on the patient, not our ego. Okay? So, again, that's one of the closed loop communication we want to see. So, in any action you do, if you take a task, make sure you close the loop of that the task is being completed. The other part is RS bar, and with your setting, so if this setting is OR for us, so if you're in an OR setting and you're going through this code blue situation, right, and then you call for PACU nurse to come and help. When the PACU nurses are coming, they need to know what's going on with the patient, and you have to give them a report, but it has to be short, sweet and short, right? Really nice, quick, but they need to know what's going on. So if this patient needs to be intubated or CPR, whatever you have to do, you need to say, hey, my request is I want you to help me with the CPR. I want you to help me with getting the defibrillator. And this is the situation, the background, the assessment. I really want you to help me with that. In that case, whoever is coming to help, they know exactly what they need to do for you. So those are the two areas we really want to see when we are doing our critical event team training. And then lastly, at the end of the simulation, we debrief. We talk about what went well and what are the things we should work, improve upon. So if you're observing, make sure you observe and then give feedback at the end of the simulation. If you're part of the team, you can also go through that process, because we're going to ask, or we're going to debrief with you, and then you can raise your points. Hey, this should be what we have, this is what we should have, and this is what we should do better, or stuff like that. As far as the mannequin, so let me orient you guys. Any questions? Sir? Okay. So as far as the mannequin, this mannequin, just rise and fall. Come and feel the pulse. It has a carotid pulse, so come and feel the pulse before we get started. And then if you have to defibrillate, this is your pad. Okay, I already put it on the mannequin. All you have to do is just go get the cord card and connect the defibrillator to this part. And the connection is the same, so there's no learning behind it. Because you don't have pediatric part in this area, let's pretend on that part that you're using the adult crash cart. So you bring the adult crash cart, but we already printed out the Kanga band for you to know exactly what kind of dosage you need to use for the patient. Okay? We don't want to risk the patient from the other side by bringing the port card. As far as the monitor, it displays pretty much everything for you. And if you have any questions, like if you want lab or any of that information, you can ask for it, we'll give it to you. Any questions? Dr. Daku, do you have any questions? Good. All right. Emily will read the scenario for you guys. Do you have anything to share?
No.
Okay.
So our patient today is 4 years old male, Tom Jones. He is a healthy 30 kilograms with no known drug allergies. He's having a tonsillectomy procedure today under general anesthesia. The patient has no significant prior surgical or medical history. Patient was pre-medicated with 4 milligrams of midazolam PO. His vitals are 100 over 50. Heart rate is 110. O2 saturation 100%. Temperature 37 degrees Celsius. The patient is in the OR on the table with his parents, and the scenario starts with a timeout, and you guys will start.
So, you ready for timeout? That's all. You want to tell me your name? Hi, my name is Tom John. How old are you? 4. Okay, the date of birth is John. No allergy to then April 1 is going to have a general anesthetic with anesthesia, no antibiotics indicated for this procedure, monitor toxin medicine, working, and I do have
I am Dr. Tanana. ENT, we're doing a tonsillectomy in a 4-year-old boy. Consent is signed, we have antibiotics given, and no marking because it's a tonsillectomy, and H&P is updated.
My name is Marissa, your circulator. I agree we're doing tonsillectomy. Patient pain consent has been signed and updated. You get your local lidocaine 1% empty on the back table. I don't have any issues. Fire extinguishers and that.
I'm Ricardo. I'm going to be your counsel today. Found no issues with the sterility as far as the instrument is concerned. Consent is verified. We've established the sharp safety zone. That's about it. And I get the local application.
Okay, now I'm going to start doing a alright, deep way, just take deep breath for me, okay? I just got to stop this moment right there. Deep breath, okay, perfect. So now you just sleep, and you don't have to start dive deep. Alright, I breathe in, I'm giving you induction medicine. Alright, and I'm gonna go endoscopy,
Can you speak a little louder?
so patient is intubated. Okay, the induction is being unremarkable. Patient is intubated. This lady is pregnant, that's all I know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so it's intubated to this thing in the middle, and we are ready to proceed. Okay. We have throbbing, we got the okay.
You get the glasses.
Okay, so just hold on just a moment. I'm gonna make sure that everything is okay. I see the thyroid is getting higher, and just increase the ventilation. Yes, I want to go back after I turn the vent. The thyroid is going even higher.
Temperature is 101. Temperature is 101.
Alright, so have a child, started your anesthetic, high and tidal, high temperature. So there is suspicion of MH. So let's call for the MH card.
Erwin, please come to room 5. Erwin, please come to room 5.
How
can I help?
So we need the MH card, and we need health. It's called anesthesia. My colleague anesthesiologist, and it's called vaccine.
Call the anesthesiologist. Okay. Emmanuel, can you bring the MX card, please?
Okay.
Okay. Sabi na lang.
Okay.
Maria Rodriguez, please call 6462. Maria Rodriguez, please call 6462.
Okay.
This is Maria, how can I help you?
Ice. All available help in our bike, please. All available help in our bike.
Right here, Maria.
Runner.
What's going on?
So we have an MH code, right? So we send for ice. Okay. The other thing that I need, so MH.
Okay, so you're gonna be
Maria, you're gonna find
calling nurse.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get ice.
So I
Okay, here. Can we the medication nurse? Here. The additional runner.
So we don't have the card here, but in the MH card.
Medication.
In the MH card.
Okay, I have the MH card. What medicine
we
do you
want the
need?
dantrolene, right? So the dantrolene, which is Duranovex, and we use it.
How much does the patient weigh?
So the patient is 30 kilograms. So the dose is 2.5 kilograms, but you have the table.
How much? I'm sorry.
Get the warming blanket. Back up the warming blanket.
I'm recording.
Can you get ice?
I have it.
The warming blanket is off.
30 kilograms is 75
And cold
milligrams of
saline.
dantrolene.
You know where's
Mixing
the
it
cold
now.
saline?
Yes, I do. I just got it.
75 milligrams.
All right, I have the ice packs. Then, who else is here?
Dantrolene 75 milligrams.
Dantrolene 75 milligrams given.
I have the ice. All right. We gave the dantrolene.
75 milligrams given.
Bicar.
At 1328.
Bicar.
I turn off the warming.
So let's see.
You have the ice.
How much bicarb do you need?
Then I step aside.
30.
Yeah, so 14.5 kilos. All right. So sodium bicarb 14.5.
14.5.
Give it. All right.
Okay, given.
We have a pediatric folio.
1329.
We can start the folio and the cold fluid that you brought, we're gonna just irrigate the bladder. You're doing cold MH line, mother cold MH line.
Okay, I'm gonna call them.
Okay, fully inserted.
Fully inserted. Starting cold irrigation. What's the temperature?
99.
99. Alright, the temperature is coming down. The title's coming down. To send the blood gas. Send out to get the blood gas. Send it. Okay. Alright. We are doing the title is 48 now, so it was 70. I am not seeing under. It was 70 before, now it's 48. 52. And what's the temperature?
Temperature?
Temperature is 99.
99. Excellent.
So discontinue cooling measures when temperature
Yeah, so let's check for a pulse. I see I lost the ECG. I don't have a pedal pulse. There is no pulse. We're going to start ACLS protocol. Let's start chest compressions. Let's call for a code blue. Chest compressions.
CPR started.
1, 2, 3, 4, harder. Okay? Let's get epinephrine.
I need a crash cart, please.
So, the crash cart, get the epinephrine.
Epinephrine, 0.1 milligram per kilogram. I need to give 1.4.
You gotta connect it, right?
So epinephrine.
Make sure it's working.
Epi is 0.14 milligrams.
0.14 milligrams.
Alright, epinephrine given.
Yes.
1331. I'm recording, Dr. Jacob.
Alright, perfect.
We'll take this off.
We're gonna do bicar.
Okay.
For bicar.
Here.
We got
14.5. Sodium bicarb.
Open.
bicar in.
Okay, thank you.
That's good. Let's just pretend.
Open up the fluid. Ventilated. We're doing chest compressions. It's been 2 minutes of chest compressions. Let's check for the
Yes.
No pause. We do chest compression. Let's change. Okay.
No pause.
Alright. How long has it been since the last time you gave epinephrine?
2 minutes.
So let's now on in 3 minutes, we're gonna do the second dose of epinephrine. Yes?
Okay.
It's been 3 minutes.
It's
Do
been
you
3
want
minutes.
The second dose of epinephrine.
Okay, second dose.
Okay, second dose of 0.14 milligrams epi given.
Okay, thank you.
Shock sila dun.
Chest compression. We're gonna check. Now let's go over what happens, right? Now the acidotic, so we repeated the bypass, right?
Yes.
And hyperventilating, okay, for that. We did, okay, blood gas.
Blood gas.
All right.
911 is here.
Not yet. Tell them to wait. Tell them to wait. You can transfer them right now. Alright.
How many sets of CPR is that?
Second. Okay. So let's check the instrument around the instrument. So let's stop for a second. I feel a pulse. Alright.
Okay, pulse back.
We have a tidal. We have a lead with some sinus. Right? We have a pressure. Okay? Good.
Pulse back, pressure's back.
Alright, this is Medic 674. What's going on? This is
So
like
we
the
have
second
a
time.
4-year-old, healthy 4-year-old coming for a routine TNA, and he had an episode of malignant hypothermia. We treated with Dancolin, Vicodin. We cooled him down with the cold fluid, with his ice. So it looked like everything was going okay, but then he had PA arrest. We did 2 cycles of chest compressions, and he got 2 doses of epinephrine and Vicodin. Right now, the pressure is good, vital, so water transfusion.
Okay. Alright, we'll take him. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, good job, guys. Alright, stay put. Alright, let's debrief with the team right here, okay? So we'll go around and talk about what went well. And each person can say one thing that went really well. So the next person can have something to say. Alright, so let's start with Dr. Daku.
Well, I really like the fact that you are all very involved, and I like the fact that you wanna learn. You just get it there, because sometimes people are a little afraid of being in the middle of the center of the attention. That's not the case with us, and I really appreciate the fact that you participate and you learn about this. You wanna learn. So then you can help when the situation is immediate.
Alright, for you?
I think there was there were clear instructions coming from Dr. Baku, and I think that made the situation.
Early recognition, right? And then direction.
There was closed loop communication with everything.
Yeah, there was a lot of close loop communication. Support each other, one another. Provide support, right?
So early recognition.
Early recognition, yes.
Vital signs.
And also direct back on medication whenever it's given.
Yes.
Like Dr. Douglas got saying, then Murray said, okay, it's given.
With the whole detail, right? 0.14.
With the whole deal.
Alright. Anything you want to add? Emily, you've been writing any good things that you want to say?
Yeah, I think they mentioned a lot of it too. A lot of teamwork, a lot of close communication. Closing the loop on the communication was good, and I felt the leadership. Dr. Daku did a great job of leading as well.
Yes, it's here.
So
you have a
I just wanted to say that you were calm, which helps a lot. There wasn't a lot of yelling, and so that, and you were very clear with your instructions.
And
it also helps that this is the man in the
no, but with earlier event, you guys were very calm. I watched the real case that happened earlier, and you guys very calmly managed the situation. So that's why we do this thing. Huh?
We just had lunch.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody who participated earlier in faculty, when we didn't have a real patient who needed our assistance, I think you all did such a good job.
Yep.
Everybody was calm. You guys knew what to do, and you answered all requests right away, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. I think you did a very good job when we actually had somebody that, yes, you can feel. Just very stressful.
From observers, any good things you want to call it out?
Hello.
All right, let's go to opportunity. Dr. Daku, any opportunities you want to point out?
It makes our,
Guys.
Because we don't have the MH card,
Yes.
that was also a little bit
Pediatric card.
hesitation, on that, so,
Yeah, you're outside of your environment, so that's why.
But I think
Okay. Anybody from the team that you want to point out? All right, no opportunity.
the observers are more.
So just, do you guys know where the cold fluids are?
Sterile core.
Start for the fridge.
Right, because you were not able to do it because you're outside of your environment. I just want to make sure that you know where they are. Do you know the dosage chart, where it is for the dosage chart for the Ryanetics?
It's in the
chart, the dosage chart.
Right here.
Right, everybody know where it is? Okay. And then what about the checklist, the MH checklist? Should be in the book, okay. So that checklist is something you can use to actually document, okay? So make sure you familiarize with the document in there.
The other thing is, if we don't have
Pediatric
the
chart.
pediatric emergency calculator, if we don't have it, then we also have the Braslow, right?
Yep.
Pediatric reference, and see the per color, right? So here is a green. Look at the green. So if you don't, if you ask, because in math anesthesiologist, how much should I give an anesthesiologist to give? How much is for this child right now? So it's they're like little doses, so it's easy to get. So that's why you just look right here, it's like, oh, green. And even if they tell you a dose, you should still verify it, because children, makes a huge difference if you miss the dose, right?
Yep.
So you should still verify it and say, okay, so either verify it with this paper or verify it with the Braslow.
Yeah.
Okay?
Where do you get that?
The Braslow tape should be on the pediatric
It's on
part.
the pediatric,
on top of
That was an
the.
adult, that's why we didn't have it.
Yeah, because you again, this is a different environment, so that's why. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I hope you learned something out of it.
Thank you.
So we are going to
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, the team.
We're going to put this back.